Alright, people, this will be part 4. I'm glad, I like this here, Angela's right. I'm glad these videos are being broken up. Part 4. So, I pretty much left out, I think the last word I said in part 3 was the word right. Dealing with, but let me just skip that and come back later if I can remember to do so. Train my mind to remember. Train my mind to remember. People, I want to go back to, I'm talking to how in the world can our highest civil court in Texas, our Texas Supreme Court, the members, 9 of them, how in the world can they decide, they select a vote to hear our case? And how can they agree that they should hear our case when we're being prevented from to grant review to hear what the court below it did wrong, when the court below it did not tell, in its opinion, to support its judgment, why it did what it did? So more specifically, when these sham attorneys file this bull crap, talking about our case has no merit, don't even worry about that. There's nothing here to see. They don't got nothing coming. Everything was done right. There's no error. The judge did. Everybody did what they supposed to do. They did what they violated. They committed child abuse, and that's that. And we have to respond to that. So we respond to that. We presented over 60 some issues. So, and when they talk about hybrid representation, I discussed it earlier, but hold on. What's happening? Thank you, man. Thank you. You too, DJ. DJ, he been to hell too, and he's saying I'm doing a great job in staying out all these years. Now, people, this is what I'm saying. They not telling, they in the trial court where Judge Phillip stole our baby, and CPS stole our baby, kidnapped, and doing this child enterprise kidnapping scheme that's going on. Brandy's side, what Brandy got to say and what I got to say has not been told. Why? How is that possible? That's what burns. That's how you know it's crime. It's crimes going on here. How is it that what she's got to say and I got to say is not being told? Why? If you are represented by an attorney, Brandy is, against her will. So, Judge, you insist on making Brandy herself this attorney that you forcing on her to defend her. Where in the record did this attorney act to defend Brandy? Where? You see, here's the paper. You read. For your guidance, you look up the word contested case, term, contested case. You look up the word dispute, contest, deny. Where is it where her attorney, because she can't just do this, she can't act when you have an attorney. You cannot, in Texas, there's no such, they don't allow hybrid representation. So either your attorney gonna represent you, or you gonna represent yourself without an attorney, but there would not be both of y'all doing it. So since he forced Brandy to be unable to hire her own attorney, Brandy has a family. I have family. They all love our baby. And some of them are generous people anyway. So if we need to hire an attorney, then we have the right. Mama, I need $700 from you. Daddy, I need $2,000 from you. Go shake family members down. I need this here to get an attorney. This attorney say, it's telling me and Brenda they'll take our case for $5,000. And just get them $2,000 up front and they'll work out a payment plan. Okay. That's on my side. Then on her side, her great grandmother Cherry probably give the whole $5,000. Who knows? But Judge Phillips don't even let us go get. He won't let us get, and neither did the first court appeal. This is what I want to make sure. If nothing else is understood in this video, that I want the Supreme Court justice to know and know this: Judge Phillips refused us the opportunity to hire our own attorney. We never asked for no attorney. We denied. We objected to. We bitched about having an attorney from him or any other judge in a CPS matter where our child is at stake, where the state of Texas pays this attorney. You ask attorneys, see, I got what they call sensitive documents. You see how much the attorney get. I'm just going off the top of my head. I think they get $150 to appear in court. But if you hire them, that's it. That's what the county, Texas pay them. That ain't nothing. That they don't want that. But they, being officers of the court, they have to accept it. They can't just turn down work. But when you private, when O.J. Simpson has to pay out his pocket, they want $5,000 and up. So if why in the fuck, hey, would I help you? Well, come on, I know I'm supposed to, but having a duty to do right is not the same as doing right. Although we have a right to love our neighbor has no duty to be loved. Although we have a right to have an attorney appointed, me and Brenton has no duty to accept that appointment. We decline, we waive the right to the Texas gave us to give us an attorney at Texas expense. We declined. The Supreme Court of the United States has also said, if I'm not mistaken, that there is no blanket right to appointment at stated expense in every case of an attorney. Right that's constitutionally recognized. But if the states elect to grant you such a right any way, either by way of their own constitutions or laws, then that's just what it is. It is a right. I have a right to get married, but I have no duty to be married. I have a right to operate a motor vehicle, but I have no duty to operate it. I have a right, and Brandy has a right to be represented by an attorney, but we have no duty to accept that right. That's why we automatically get a new trial. So the First Court of Appeals don't want us to get that out. They want to force, and did force, these sham court-appointed attorneys on us that's going to sit there and stand there. You got the record. Now the attorney that Judge Phillip forced upon me was actually a standby attorney. He was not representing me. A standby attorney is an attorney that if you get in a jam, you need some assistance, you need some questions answered, hey man, look, what do I do next? Well, in this case, you do that. All right, young, at this time, a standby attorney. I didn't want any attorney. So, but what Judge Phillips did, Justice of the Supreme Court of Texas, he has appointed attorney, Texas attorney Oliver Sproul Jr. as a standby attorney in private, telling him, look, man, on paper, it's going to look like you are representing him. But I'm telling you, just don't do it. Just stand on the side of me. So Cardinal Oliver Sproul, he was my standby attorney. I was representing myself. But when I was trying, I don't know that he doing all this crime. It would probably take someone more articulate than I am to state what I know in such a way that you can say, well, I be goddamn, that evil motherfucker. That's what I need, an attorney. And on the one hand, he got it appearing, Justice of the Supreme Court of Texas, that I am being represented by an attorney. You and the public and the people in the courtroom are not told that he's a standby attorney. So in other words, he's not on paper letting me represent myself, but it's not on paper. So when I do try to represent myself, it looks as if I am disrupting the orderly administration of the court procedures, the system, that I'm being disrupted, and that he just had enough of me. Get him out of here. That's not what's going on here. He don't want it. He does not want to stay on the record. See, he can't let me represent myself until he admonishes me and warns me of the dangers in doing so. And he has to have a record doing that, because there's no record. You automatically get a new trial. The first court appeal don't want me to get that out, and the attorneys that he appointed don't want that to get out. That becomes a crime under federal law. See Title 18, United States Code, Sections 241 and 242, and do a Google search on decisions by the federal courts and the Supreme Court on conspiracy and deprivation of God-given rights. I'm not talking to the justices to do this, they know. But I'm telling you, public, so what I'm doing now, before we do the food and water strike, is to justify why we're doing it and what was done to us. Because our side of the same story has not been told. Y'all don't know that we were alleged child abuse. That this was a false report of child abuse. Y'all don't know. And in this video, I'll make more later. This is video number 4. I'll resume with video number 5. And I don't need to do all this at one time, because we're going to be doing this as we keep going forward on a food and water strike in our house. So let this, that's enough for tonight, for today. This is video number 4. As we lead up. So this will be I'll create a caption before the food and water strike, as well as send this, call the investigator call me why and let them know, so she can let the Supreme Court know that these videos exist, that this is my response.